aquaponics. It's a marriage between aquaculture, raising fish, and hydroponics, raising plants in water. The waste products from the fish are pumped into the plant rafts, and there's bacteria that is everywhere in the world that changes those waste products, which is mainly ammonia, into nitrates. And those nitrates act as a fertilizer for the plants, and it's a fuel for the plants. The plants in turn clean the water, and the water is poured back into the fish tank. So it's a closed loop system. We plant our seedlings in a seedling place in rocks. You see, this plant is in rocks, and once they grow long enough for the roots to come out, then we put them in these floating rafts. This long raft. Our babies are here and they grow up. You can see how much taller they get, and then we get to harvest. And the roots are reaching down into the water and get all the water and all the nutrition. And certainly in the Hawaiian sun, they get all the sun they need, to the point where we actually have to put on some sunscreens for the plants. This could be done in a very large capacity, like a commercial system we have here to feed an entire base. It could also be done in a very small system in a backyard or on a lanai or a porch, or maybe just a small system in the middle of a village. The capacity for this to help feed people is so malleable that it can go anywhere in the world. You might say, why aquaponics with missions? My husband and I feel really strongly there are so many people who don't know about the Lord, and they also perhaps don't have the ability to grow enough food for their family, or maybe even have a micro business to be able to support their family or their village. Aquaponics is a perfect avenue to do that. It takes a very small space. It takes only 10% or less of the water that grand agriculture takes, and there's no soil. It's dirt and water. I mean, it's rocks and water. What better way to be able to reach people with their felt needs, to be able to talk about how amazing Jesus is and the systems that God has put in. Jesus almost always talked about planting and fishing, on an open avenue to talk about how Christ loves each of you.